Hello, hello, and welcome to episode 31. Last week I recorded while walking my dog, while walking Albert, and I felt like I enjoyed just like stream of consciousness about my practice, about artistic work, and all this stuff. And what I like to do is like sending and receiving vocal messages on WhatsApp. It feels like you're listening for a vocal WhatsApp message from me. Word divides in two different kind of people. Those who hate vocal messages and those who love them. What I like of the vocal messages is that my friends can send me like even sometimes 5 or 8 minute messages, and I'm going to listen to them while walking or while doing my coffee. Um, and I'm going to do the same for them. The pros are like you can do whatever you want while you're listening to your friends. You don't have to look the person in the eye. You don't have to say something while you listen to show that you are there. You can divide your attention. At least I can do this. And then also, like when you talk and you tell something, you can do whatever you want. You can also, for me, at least, it's like I often, maybe you know already, I take a lot of side quests, ADHD style, when I tell something. And so the person that will listen to me knows that, okay, this person is taking 1 minute, 2 minutes, 8 minutes to tell me this. They can speed up or they can pee while they listen or something like this. I like this. I know that there are a lot of people who hate to receive vocal message. And I would like to know if those people who hate to receive vocal message are those the same people who don't listen to podcasts. Maybe they are the same. I love listening to podcasts. I love audiobooks and I love audio messages. This past week, I didn't tattoo very much. I had few appointments and I was recovering for this big amount of working of my book. I did too much brain into this storytelling that I've spent this past week engraving plastic for a linocut, and it was very fun. I did it while listening to a podcast at Strangeland with Justine, with Regnette. We stayed together in Strangeland on our big working table, and every everyone, I don't know how do you say, each one on their own linocut board, preparing their engraving. It was so cool. I decided to do some illustration from the series I used to call Spit on a Stranger. Spit on a Stranger is a song by band Pavement. I pick one of those illustration. It's like one illustration is a self-portrait, naked with a flower poppies blossoming out of the down part of the body. I don't know if I can say this in the podcast. And from also the middle part of the body, like the chest, and then from the eyes. And so I decided that I wanted to do in two different colors. So I'm going to engrave two different linoleum, and then going to print them one after another in order to create a superposition and so a color effect. Anyway, Triette and me, we took like primary colors, and I wanted to have like neon color, but couldn't manage to find one that it was okay for us anyway. So maybe I will post some picture on the podcast page, or if you receive this with your newsletter, you already have saw those image. And the thing is, as I always talk about, like my work, my bills are paid by tattooing, illustration, and then merch with my artistic work, like t-shirts and all those kind of things that I love to do. But this kind of linocut experiment, for now, it's not something I do for a purpose. I'm not doing it because I have I don't know, a commission, or I already know how to monetize this work. I'm just doing it because sometimes it's fun to get out of the famous comfort zone that everybody talks about, but we know that the comfort zone is not so comfortable. And so this kind of like using different part of my brain to change what I'm doing and doing something that I'm not used to. So I need to be a little bit more concentrated and I need to learn some skills. So I guess it will be very fun to do the printing, even though I'm a little bit stressed because I don't have something to print, like a press or something like this. So we will do it the old way, like inking the linoleum, and then putting the paper on and pressing it with a wooden spoon. That this can work quite good, but I should prefer to have a press to have this process a little bit faster, because I know that this will give me. I already know because I already done this maybe 10 years ago, uh, printing with a wooden spoon, like pressing the paper on the ink with a wooden spoon. For me, it's very stressful because I'm going to obsess that maybe I didn't press evenly, maybe I'm missing some points, and I always end up pressing it too much. We will see. I will show you. I will keep you posted. The thing is that I have a lot of paper, a lot of paper, because I have a friend, which is a friend I have from junior high and from high school, that lives in Rome, and that during the summer gave me so much paper. His work is like having this antique art gallery, and he managed to buy a collection, or I don't know, from somebody who collect prints, engravings, and all these sort of things. But this person also, I guess that this person also did some engravings or something like this. So he found himself with a lot of paper, and he was like, I didn't saw him like in 20 years or something like this. Even though like his antique galleries is like quite in front of my mother flat apartment, and I know that he was like um, up to date also with my gender transition, that he was very respectful of my pronouns and very cute around all this. And so he called me this summer, and we met also with his girlfriend, which it happens to be also a friend of mine from high school. They are together since then. And it was very cool to meet him. And then he said to me, okay, I have something for you. And then he said, this, and I find myself with this huge amount of very good Fabriano paper, very big. We had to move all those papers together because like my arm, which are very short, couldn't manage to wrap around all this quantity. I was like, oh, thank you so much, this is a very cool present, thank you so much. And then I was like, I am fucked. What I'm going to do with all this paper? Traveling with Ryanair, like low cost, very small budget, and also like not a lot of possibility of using big luggage without spending so much. And then I spent like one day sorting out of all the different kind of papers, and then I realized that I could divide and roll this paper, and I did some few rolls of paper and divide them in not so heavy package. And what I did, I asked my sister to create a listing on Vinted. Vinted is a very cool app where you can buy vintage, and so she listed those paper on Vinted, and I bought those paper from her for like €1 plus the shipping plus the commission to Vinted, but very cheap. Then I did this like 1 week before going back to La Rochelle, of course. The beginning of September, I did receive the paper, and then I bring them to Strangeland, and then I keep them like under so many books on a big table in order to come back to a flat position. So, short story long, now I have so much paper and I'm doing this linocut, and I can't wait to do some printing of this. I don't know if you that you are listening to me, you already tried this, or that you wanted to try linocut. The fun part is like you are creating a multiply. How do you call it? You do a drawing, but this drawing can be reproduced 1, 2, 3, and more time, and it's fun because you can experiment with your multiplying of the drawing, and I guess it's fun. Anyway, thank you for taking this walk with me. As you can listen to the park on the side, the external part of the park, and listen to the autumn leaves. I love the noise. The orange leaves are on the floor, and I love this kind of crunchy noise. Now, let me know if you are going to try this technique, this linocut technique, or also let me know if from time to time going out of your way and going to try some new technique or some old new technique, maybe take back something you already done but you want to commit again. How does it feel? Let me know if it's something that you can do. And as usual, if you listen to this podcast, you can give it 5-star, very honest review, LOL, wherever platform you are listening it to. And for now, at least, I don't know, I'm posting it also on my Substack, which is a platform to send newsletters. So you can subscribe to my Substack, which is nicotsbalboa.substack.com. And there, if you subscribe to the newsletter, you will receive all my podcast episodes, but also sometimes more like written things around my art practice. And if you need a group, if you need peers to practice because you don't want to do it on your own, remember that there is the Graphic Journal Club, which is a very cool place. It's going on Patreon, and we also have a giveaway going on. I'm going to give away very cool presents. I'm building up a graphic journal kit box for the Patreon subscribers, for those who subscribe to the full access tier, which is about 24 euros a month, plus maybe the taxes. I don't know what is, but these give you the access to 2 live class a month and the infinite possibility of catching up the replay, and also a cool community. And so I'm going to build up this giveaway, and I also will have like one big prize, one big present, and 5 small graphic journaling goodies also for the other people. So we will have like 6 people to be decided at the end of, not at the, like on December 22. So if you want to take part to the giveaway, and if it's the graphic journal is something that, I don't know, it's something you want to try, is a community you want to meet, come on the patreon.com/graphic journal club. And yeah, for see you and talk to you on the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.